In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to create a zipper fly in a pair of trousers or jeans. No raw edges, and though this looks intimidating, it's actually fairly straightforward. My name is Elfie and I create sewing tutorials for all, from beginners through to enthusiasts. Please like and subscribe to join in. To begin, you will need your pattern pieces. This includes the front of your trousers, and you'll need 2 of these. I'm creating a mock-up here for you to follow along, but in reality this would go down the leg and across here to the side seam. You'll need your fly shield, and you'll need to cut this in your fabric and in iron-on interfacing. You'll have your fly facing, which you need to only cut in interfacing. Finally, you'll require a zip. If you're doing this on jeans, you may use a contrast metal zip like this with chunky teeth for visual effect, but I will be using a regular zipper, which I will cut to length during the process. Start with your front pattern pieces, and we need to look at our pattern and see the cut lines for the left and the right. One side will have the fly extension cut away. In this case, it's the left side. Mark this line on your fabric and cut it away. To reinforce this edge, we will apply a 1 cm strip of iron-on interfacing on the wrong side. We will also apply our fly facing onto the wrong side of the right front pattern piece. At this stage, we can also press the interfacing to the fly shield. Again, this goes on the wrong side of the fabric. Before we sew any sections together, we need to finish the raw edges. In order, overlock or zigzag stitch on your regular machine along the front crotch curve, down the inside leg, and finally along the flying extension. It's easier to do this now than later when everything is together. Press the fly extension under using the guidance line on your pattern. This will usually be the centre front line. Take your fly shield and press it in half down the centre line. On the diagonal edge, sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance from the fold to the edge. Throughout this process, I will use a contrast thread so that you can see my seams. I recommend using a matching thread so nothing is visible on your garment. The only time you may wish to use a contrast thread is for any top stitching lines you wish to make a feature of. Examine pants you already own to see popular patterns and location for top stitching. Turn the fly shield the right way round, pushing out the corner and press. Working from the raw edge of the shield, mark a 1/4 inch line. Align your zipper tape edge to this line right side up. Place your zipper so that your zipper stop at the bottom is under the mark on your pattern, showing where your zip should end. Pin in place. Mark 5/8 inch down from the top line. You don't want to sew here so that you can later add a waistband. Baste this in place by hand. Take your right front, the one with the fly extension cut away, and place it right sides up. Align your fly shield on the top face down. Pin in place. We're going to sew up this raw edge with a 1 cm seam allowance. Once done, overlock this raw edge and remove your basting stitches. You now have this. Fold it back and check your zip opens and it looks neat. Place the left front pattern on top, right sides together, aligning the crotch curves, inner leg seam and waist edge. Pin in place here. We're going to sew along the crotch curve beginning about 2 inches from the corner up to the break point marked on your pattern. You can see it here on mine. Backstitch firmly at this point to end your stitches. Top stitch at 1/8 inch along the zipper here, stopping at the break point. Once done, align your centerline mark at the waistband and pin along the fly shield edge. You don't want to catch the zip of fly shield below, just the fly facing here. You may wish to top stitch this line for decoration now if you want. I want a clean front, so won't be doing so. Turn over and pull your fly shield back. Pin the loose side of the zipper to the fly facing only, not the front. Check you can get your hand between the two because we will be sewing the zip down here on the edge of the zipper tape. Remove your pins. You should have a working functional fly now, and you can really look what the end result will be. To secure the facing, we will draw along the overlap at 1 inch and 3/8 in a straight line, curving at the base. Use an erasable fabric marker for this. It's hard to do this under your machine without any guideline. We want to sew along this and secure the fly facing to the front, but pull away the fly shield behind out of the way. Finally, we will secure the whole thing for strength by tacking this corner here internally. Just a small 2 cm line securing the facing to the fly shield. You have a neat, secure and functioning trouser fly. I will go on here to complete my trousers and as a last step apply a waistband along the top edge. This will secure my zip and I can trim down the length of my zipper tape. If you use the zipper of the correct length, you won't need to do this. My name is Elfie, so if you have learned something new today, please like and subscribe to be notified of new sewing tutorials. All are welcome, no matter your skill level. Happy sewing!